Hey everyone, welcome to Brad's Gadgets. Today I got a cool little Costco find for you. It is a portable pressure washer, and we're going to check it out right now. Alright, so this is the Fantic K100, and I found this at Costco, local Costco, for $59.99 Canadian, and it's a little portable pressure washer. Why would you need this? Well, this is great for cleaning things that maybe you don't want to bring out your gas-powered pressure washer for, or maybe it just needs something that's a little less powerful than something like that, than the big electronic ones, things like that. Or you need to be able to wash something that isn't close to a hose. So we're going to test it out. We're going to see how well it works, and we'll do a quick unboxing first, and then let's see what all you get. Now let's see what all you get with it. And this actually works out really well because with the time of year it is, there's pollen that's come across my barbecues and stuff like that. So let's test it out. Let's see how well it works. So for inside the box, we've got the handheld gun portion. Okay. Anyways, on the back here we've got 3 settings. You can see there's motorcycle, picnic table, and like leaves and stuff. So we'll explain those settings after. You got your trigger button right under here, and on the bottom, I guess hold nuts, is the USB charger. Okay, and it's got a nice little flap here that does lock in place to keep it all waterproof. Okay. Under here we have the hose attachment area, and on the front we've got the spot for the nozzle. First of all, we got the user manual, but I'm a man, we don't need this. Next up, we got this little carrying pouch with some items. What has it got? There's the charging cable, USB-C, by the way, and it's USB-A to USB-C, so that's kind of nice. You don't see that very often anymore. We got a soaping bottle, so if you need to add some soap or whatever you're washing, you can add that in here. And then we've got our nozzle attachment, and it's got the different spray patterns on it. So I'm gonna guess that we twist this to get whatever spray we want. Now, what else it comes with is obviously the hose, and we're gonna attach this to our garden hose. We're gonna try that out first, but there's this cool little attachment on the bottom side of this. So what is this? It looks really strange. You may never have even seen one of these before. It's actually a filter, and you won't attach this to your hose. But if you're in an area where you don't have access to a hose, you can get a bucket, and you can push this in the bucket. The filter will keep anything from clogging up your hoses, and you can pull the water out of the bucket to do your pressure washing. So to remove the bucket attachment, all you have to do is unscrew it. Okay. And it's like I said, it's just a little filter. You could probably use this without the filter, but I wouldn't risk it. Comes with it, I would use it, I think. We're going to test it out. Okay, to connect the hose to the pressure washer, which, by the way, I've already fully charged. So there's a couple little slots on the bottom here, a couple little slots on the hose. I don't know if you can see that very well. And they just fit in and turn, twist. Pretty easy. The nozzle has the exact same connection to it. So you can see there's a couple little flanges here on the knob. So you can see there's a couple little flanges here right on the shaft of the connector, and you put it in and twist. Okay, so now we've got our gun assembled. it's ready to go. If we did want to use the soaping attachment, we can change the nozzle out for that. So we just twist it, we pull it out, we put the soaping attachment in. Now you've got your setup there. Okay, so you put your soap and your cleaning product in here, and then as you spray, it'll foam up and stuff like that. I'll put a little in here and we'll try it out shortly. With the hose on, you kind of need a... Okay, so I got the hose on right now, and it's just spraying right through. So I guess you need almost like an on and off switch for your hose. But I turn it on right now. We're going to turn it to the motorcycle attachment, and we're just going to spray down the first barbecue. Okay, so not bad, not terrific. No. Oh, it's got a jet sprayer to it too. There's a jet spray. There, that's what we're looking for. Okay, I don't like the fact that, you know, when you're not using it, it just keeps pumping water through. Not a big fan of that at all. The Pit Boss has seen better days. It's a little dirty, a little crappy looking. Let's give it a clean. I'm going to change it to picnic table. Okay, that's a little more gentler. And then we're going to switch it over now to the leaf. Even more gentler. Okay, so the highest setting is going to be the motorcycle. Alright, so we've got our hose attachment and now our filter, and we're going to put that on there, just screw it on in place, nice and tight, and we're just going to dip it right in the bucket. So take this out of there, and we're just going to set this in to the bottom. Right. You see the seat here is just covered in yuck. I haven't been up here for a couple weeks. So let's just soap it up, see how it works. Alright, well, it soaps it up pretty nice. Let's see how well it cleans the golf cart. I was hoping it was going to take this yuck off the seat, but I'm going to have to use some mold away or something. That's just I got it clean last year, but I was hoping that this was going to do the trick and just kind of get it off there. But so another feature that's kind of neat with this is that when you're done with it, it folds up. So you just pull the handle out, fold it up, take the nozzle off, and now it's ready for the travel bag. So it is great in that aspect, right? That's kind of nice. Okay, my final thoughts on this. It's a great little cleaning device. I don't find it does much better than a hose. If you get a hose with a really good nozzle on it, that's about the same. I was expecting a lot better performance out of this, especially for 59 bucks and from Costco. So, especially for 59 bucks and from Costco. Usually that stuff is a little bit better. I'm a little disappointed in this actually. It did clean off, you know, some of that surface algae and things like that, but it couldn't even get that dried bird poop off my barbecue. And, you know, like a normal hose, you should be able to do that pretty good if you even get close, whatever. So, I don't know, $59.99. I like the fact that there is lighter settings on it. I can't see them being useful. You want that power. That's the whole reason that you're buying this thing. You know, it'll clean the dust and dirt off your car, but it won't take, you know, something like bird poop off, you know. I mean, you can scrub it, of course, just like you probably would. So, as long as you don't expect, you know, this, as long as you don't expect to get the power out of a gas-powered or electric pressure washer out of this, then it's not too bad of a buy, because you're going to spend like $200 to $300 on electric or gas-powered one. Now, those ones will cut through wood, and you know they'll take the stain off your deck. This one's not going to hurt anything, so it's good for a car. It's good for you know, to clean a golf cart, as long as you don't have that yuck on the seat. Okay, so let's go into the pros and cons with this. I'm going to start off with the cons, and the first one is, unless you've got a hose shut off, you know, that water, just the water pressure from the hose comes shooting through, and that can make a mess. You can get it all over the place. My whole deck was soaked. I don't know why it would do that. There's got to be like some sort of a better shut-off system for that. I don't like that at all. Second of all, what I don't like is there is no battery power indicator on this. So even though I can cycle through the different settings, you can see them lighting up there in green. And I can, when it's charging, the little circle here does go around and round. But there's no power level indicator on this, and I'd like to know exactly how much time I have left using something. That's the only two cons that I can come up with. That, and I expected a little more power out of it. Again, you cannot expect this to match a gas-powered or electric pressure washer, okay? You're talking apples and oranges. The pros. What are the pros of this? I like all the little attachments it comes with. I probably won't use that soaper very often because it sucks through the soap. I love how I can put it into the other end of the. I love how I can put the other end of the hose into the lake even, or a bucket, and pressure wash wherever, because this is battery powered, it is rechargeable, and I do like that idea. The different nozzles to turn, I I could take it or leave it. Obviously, as men, we want the most powerful stream that we can have, so we're going to probably always keep it on the vehicle setting and the jet stream itself. Anything else, I don't know. You could just use a regular hose. That would be comparable in my opinion, just for the pressure of it. So I don't think you need to use one of these. Do I recommend buying it? If you've got a use for it. If you've got a boat or you know, a car that's in an area where maybe it's in storage and you want to give it a nice clean, but you don't have a hose. I love the fact for that bucket, you can use the bucket and you got a portable pressure washer anywhere. I did use this for over 20 minutes and there was no signs of slowing down. I didn't hear the motor slowing down or bogging down, so that's great. I was going to do a test on how long we can have this going, but I don't need to soak my lawn. I'm not selling these things. The other thing to keep in mind is I don't make a dime from any of my videos. I have no stake in whether or not you buy one of these. When I buy something, and lately it's been a lot of Costco items, I have found that once I test it out and I see what the product is like, then I want to pass that information on to you. Alright, so if you got any value out of this, I'd appreciate the like, the subscribe. Hopefully the information here helped you out. Hopefully it would either persuaded you to buy one or dissuade you from buying one. Again, I make no money off of these. This isn't sponsored. Paid for this with my own money at the good old local Costco, and I give it a try. I'm not that sold on this, so I'm on the fence about taking it back. So take that with you. Do with it what you will. And as always, well, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.